Hey, this video was originally recorded in German, but I wanted to share it with you also in English. That is why I have translated the audio, and you might notice that sometimes the lip sync is not perfect. But I hope the content is still helpful for you. In the future, I will be recording videos directly in English, so it will be even better. If you enjoy the video and want to see more, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy! I bought the Philips Pasta Maker from the AVANCE collection to make fresh pasta without any effort and as quickly as possible, as the manufacturer promises fresh pasta in under 10 minutes. Today, I want to find out how well this really works. Have fun! The AVANCE is quite large and takes up about as much space as a fully automatic coffee machine. Although most of the machine is made of plastic, the stainless steel front gives it a high quality look. The machine can be operated from the top. There is a small LCD display and 4 buttons for the respective functions. There is a program for pasta with and without eggs. The Philips AVANCE should be able to produce a maximum of 600 grams of fresh pasta. The scope of delivery includes 8 attachments for different types of pasta, including standard pasta such as spaghetti or fettuccine, but also more unusual varieties such as penne and lasagna. In addition to the attachments, a measuring cup and cleaning tool are also included. The recipe book contains many different dough mixes and also instructions for interesting dishes. Assembly and disassembly is fairly simple. First, remove the lid of the kneading chamber, then unscrew the 2 knobs on the front of the cover. Then disassemble the front cover, the shaping attachment, the disc holder, the dough hook and the kneading chamber in that order. To reassemble, follow the same steps in reverse order. For the practical test, I want to make fresh egg pasta with about 200 grams of flour. I switch on the machine, select the desired mode and put the flour in. I have roughly weighed the flour beforehand. The integrated scale shows me a weight of 208 grams. The machine uses this weight to automatically calculate the amount of liquid required. The appliance indicates a quantity of 90 milliliters. That seems a bit much, but I want to follow the instructions to test the appliance. So I start the program and slowly pour the liquid, consisting of 1 egg and the rest filled with water, into the kneading chamber. It is important that I mix well with the water so that it flows easily through the opening of the lid. After a 3-minute kneading phase, the dough is ready to be extruded. Unfortunately, it quickly becomes apparent that the spaghetti that is extruded is very sticky. All that remains on the plate after a while is a shapeless mass of dough. So I was right in my assumption. The 90 milliliters were too much liquid for the amount of flour that I used. A look at the recipe book confirmed this. It says that 95 milliliters of liquid is needed for 250 grams of flour. Converted, this means around 80 milliliters of liquid for 208 grams of flour, which is 10 milliliters less than what I was told. But why is that? When editing this video, I noticed that the weight measured by the integrated scales jumps back to 299 grams instead of 208 grams shortly after I put the lid on. The machine must have calculated with this incorrect value. This explains the increased amount of liquid, which also does not match the recipe in the recipe book. I won't be able to use this spaghetti, but I don't want to throw the dough away, so I form it into a ball and wrap it in cling film. It will then keep for a day in the fridge. I start a second attempt with the Philips Pasta Maker, and this time I stick to the recipe in the recipe book and weigh the ingredients separately. I select the right mode, start the machine, and after a while the spaghetti are extruded again. This time the consistency looks good. I cut it at regular intervals and fluff it up on the plate. It doesn't seem necessary to sprinkle them with flour because this time they are not sticky at all. I have to say, the spaghetti look delicious this time. But do they taste good? I prepare myself a small portion of spaghetti with a delicious cheese sauce. A little salt and pepper on top, and the taste is excellent. I cover the rest of the pasta with cling film. This way it keeps for several days in the fridge. However, fresh it has the best taste, of course. But now comes the part that everyone would like to do without. The pasta maker must of course be cleaned. The dough residue is mainly found on the shaping attachment, the dough hook, and in the kneading chamber. So I have now cleaned everything, and it took me 5 to 10 minutes. The kneading chamber was relatively easy to clean as it has no sharp edges or corners. The molding attachment, on the other hand, was a bit of a pain. You really have to get into every single gap with the cleaning tool. One tip that I read in the manual but didn't use myself is to put the molding attachment in the freezer compartment. This should make cleaning much easier. And overall I can say the following. It's a good pasta maker with lots of options for variation and many tested recipes. The only thing that didn't convince me was the integrated scales. It would be better to weigh the ingredients separately. Overall, I do think this is a good product. However, there are other pasta makers that are definitely competition for this one. I have already tested a total of 5 pasta makers and compared them all in another video. I have also subjected the Philips Pasta Maker to another test, namely the endurance test. This is also shown in the comparison, which I have linked here. I will continue to use the pasta maker, so if you would like to see an update video, please subscribe to this channel and like the video. Thank you very much.